Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy. Ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Peace and blessings, y'all. So I don't know if I said in yesterday's video that I'm going to come to you every day for 21 days. That is my goal because I'm doing a 21-day liquid fast, and I want to kind of, give it to y'all the way Spirit gives it to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm fasting, and fasting, remember I told you I want to bring back the spiritual aspect of fasting, the importance of spirituality in fasting. And even though I know that, when one fasts, you fast for the Creator, you fast for the Creator to see and only see, I know that it's important for me to do these videos so that you can understand the true meaning of fasting and how to truly manifest through fasting. So we're going to let this, I think it's a plane go by, yeah, we're going to let the plane go by. So y'all, it's a beautiful day. It's probably like 80 something degrees in the Bay Area. Do y'all hear me? In North Carolina. And so let me just give me my little fan so that I could, feel cool. But I'm right above, the sun is right above me, and it's feeling so amazing. I drank my 2 quarts of water, so I have 2 more to go. As you know, I'm doing I'm doing a gallon of water a day. I'm back to that as well. And I'm also doing smoothies and juices and raw soups. And so I wanted to talk to you today because, I took my bath today. And for those that don't know, since I got here December 1st, I've been unable to take baths and had to actually do showers. But I discovered a way to actually take a bath because the water was highly chlorinated, or is highly chlorinated here. Even though it's well water, the city requires that the building that I live in has to provide chlorine or chlorinated well water, and that really affected me. And so I got a shower head, and I started allowing my shower to run into the bathtub, and I was able to take a bathtub because my shower head is very effective. It filters the water really wonderfully. But my bath filter didn't work as well. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something about life. Nothing happens by accident. There are no accidents and no coincidences in the world. There is none. There cannot be any. And I realize that the more I live, I'm almost 50. I'm a few months away from 50 years old, and I see it so clearly. Had I got here and was able to go back to my exact same routine as I did when I lived in California, this Afrocentric home decor channel that I created, it would not have been able to come forth. All the creativity that I'm doing in my home, it would not be able to happen because I would have been so busy doing the routine. And Spirit told me today that it's okay to get off the routine to learn something new. Even if you return back to it, you never return back the same. It's okay to reinvent yourself. It's okay to do new things. It's okay to incorporate. Spirit told me today that when I give you messages, it is not just sometimes for you, it is for others. Spirit talked to me today in the bathtub, and so it's a sea salt bath I took with spirulina. I had lavender essential oils and a wonderful sea salt. And so I want to actually read to you some of the things that Spirit talked to me and told me today. So I said transmissions from Spirit in my morning bath, and I asked about the raw food journey. Because it's fasting right now, it's connecting me so closer to Spirit. Like I said, if you hear emotion in my voice, it's because you are so humbled by Spirit when you're fasting. You have to rely on it. It has to be your sustenance, your everything. It's almost like Spirit asks us to fast because Spirit knows that when we go out daily, and when we get back into our routine when we're not fasting, sometimes we forget Spirit. Sometimes we don't hear Spirit. Sometimes we don't listen to Spirit. Sometimes our intuition is blocked. And so Spirit says fasting unblocks your intuition. And so this is the question I asked. I asked about raw foods. And so this is what Spirit told me. Spirit said, Lisa Marie Goodson, you cannot be like everybody else. And I said, huh? Spirit said, and let me tell you what that is in reference to. when I started doing the cooked food again, and I'm not against cooked food. I think a vegan cooked food diet, locally grown food is so good for most of our people. Y'all got to understand that most of our people don't need to be 100% raw, but they need to eat healthy. But the Spirit said to me, but you're not most people. That you have to hold yourself to a higher standard. And that I know you want to be like everybody else. Every time that I want to, do something different, or I want to leave my, my routine or my eating regimen, it's because I want to be normal. I want to be like everybody else. I don't want to always be the odd one out, right? I don't always want to be the one that, well, where can we eat? Because I'm a raw foodist, right? Where can we, who can I hang out with? Because they're not. And so Spirit said, but you're not like everybody else. And this is how it explained it to me. So how, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of times in many African traditions, and I think all of them, the drama is a position that is passed down from generation to generation. In other words, if I wanted to just be a drummer in a traditional African society, I would not be able to be one unless it was my father was a drummer, and my father's father was a drummer, and my father's father was a drummer. It's actually the same thing with the kora players, the kora, the beautiful kind of like the predecessor to the modern day guitar, or the modern day, yes, I would say guitar. Those kora, the members of those families are passed down within that family. In other words, it's their divine purpose. They were born to do drumming. They were born to play the kora. And Spirit said for you, you said, and I did, I say, it's like saying I said to my husband, I don't want to be a healer anymore. Spirit said, what? Do you understand that this is what you were born to do? You can't get away from it. How many of you know somebody, maybe it's you, that you know somebody that keeps running away from their divine purpose? Either they do drugs, or they do alcohol, or a lot of them even commit suicide, or just really destructive behavior. Because they've been given a divine purpose that has passed down from ancestor to ancestor to ancestor, but they don't want to do it because the outside world doesn't understand it. The outside world doesn't do it. They feel isolated. And Spirit says, but in a sense, look what happens when you run away from your healing. I'll never forget in the book Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, she says, beware, healer, that if you try to run away from your healing, you're going to run into something that is not for you. So you're so busy trying to go, looking back, going, I don't want to be a healer anymore. I don't want to be a healer anymore. I want to be normal. I want to be normal. And you running towards normal. And guess what? But you still looking back, running from healing. And so you slam into a brick wall. And so you slam into destruction because it's not for you. And I don't know if it's just raw foods. I say healing is what I do. My mother was a healer. She sat at a kitchen table, and people would come to her and get readings. People would come to her to get, their cards read. People would come to her to feel the spirit of their deceased ancestors. My grandmother also was a healer. She would talk to spirit all of the time. And here we were thinking she was talking to herself, but spirit was talking to her. Spirit says that it's interesting. It's almost like you're ancient, you're old, but you're plopped into this modern time. And that the way to be able to handle it is people like me. I need elders. I need a guide. I need someone that can lead me on the path and keep me on the path to righteousness for me so that I can heal my folks. I can heal the people that want to be around me, that come to me. Everybody does not have to be 100% raw foodist or raw foodist at all, because everybody's not working with wombs and women and women and wombs and wombs and women. Everybody's not doing that. But sometimes I just want to be normal. And it's funny because every time I try to be normal, I still feel like the odd woman out. I still feel weird, or I still feel, because even my conversation. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I go out with a sister for lunch, or a couple, even my husband and I, and the sister will start talking about how, her says she's going through a cold, right? She has a cold, or she had the flu. Now, the normal person would be like, oh yeah, girl, well, get well soon, or I had that flu, what's going around. I can't do that. I go, well, what's really going on, or how long have you had it, or what are you eating, or where are you hanging out, or what's around you that is making you sick. And everybody kind of looks at me, because nobody's posing that question but me. It's so hard to see, or like when I see my husband's son, and he wants to be an actor, and he says, I know you studied acting, Lisa Marie, could you help me? And I'll say yes, and I start telling him about you don't pick the part, but the part picks you. I tell him that he has to see himself in the part. I'm using metaphysics. Everybody's saying, oh, watch this YouTube video and learn how to do these voice exercises, and learn how to do these, exercises to, feel comfortable in front of the camera. And I'm saying to him, you are the part. I'm saying to him, the part is you. I'm saying to him, you can't lose. The universe, the ancestors brought you to this point. Do you understand? It doesn't matter if I stop the raw foods. It still comes out in other ways. And Spirit says, don't you see that? How many of you are such healers, but you're afraid? You're or you are an artist, or a healer, or, a singer, a dancer, a designer, but you're so afraid. That you're a coach, but you're so afraid of really committing, because it is a commitment. Because there is a certain level of isolation. I think about the Queen Nzinga. I think about, Fannie Lou Hamer. I think about Harriet Tubman. I bet they felt isolated. But they understood the divine purpose. I have to stop at 49 years old fighting my divine purpose. And I mean the whole healing. I remember saying, health and wellness, I don't know if I want to be health and wellness queen anymore. What? Spirit said, but that's what you are. That's what you are. So you can't stop being that. And it's a hard pill for me to swallow. Let me just add some more things. Spirit says you are a healer and you can't escape. So you can't escape. It's like my husband saying, I don't want to be an artist anymore. Even if he never creates another piece of art, he is still an artist, because it's the way he lays the pillow on the chair. It's the way he hangs a painting on the wall. It's the way he ties his shoe in a way, or puts his shoelaces in, and instead of putting one, he puts three with red, black, and green. It's the way that he is. It is within him. He can't stop being an artist any more than I can stop being a healer. But yet I keep trying. Spirit also said, it's your divine purpose. It's my divine purpose. And what I do is help other people find their divine purpose. It is okay. If you are watching this and you are a healer, then guess what? You have to be held to a higher standard. If you are watching this and you want to heal something within you, like your fibroid tumors, you want them gone, or endometriosis, or you want to heal a mental disorder, you want to heal, you want to lose weight, or, you want to get rid of diabetes, then you can eat 100%, so you can eat a vegan diet, a cooked diet, and be okay. I have to fast for 21 days. I have to eat a significant amount of raw foods. I have to hold myself to a higher standard, not higher than someone else, the highest for me. Spirit said, you can't go back. And it's so difficult. So I wanted to say, wait, let's go, because I'm not concluding anything right now. Spirit says you have to follow your divine law. You have to follow divine law. You have to follow divine law. And you have to understand, you have to understand who you are and embrace it and love it And the moment you do that, the guides will come. The teachers will come. The goddesses, the queen mothers will come. And they will take you and they will guide you. It's not easy being the guide for everyone else, but feeling like you have no guide for yourself. And it's not true that I've never had it. I've always had it. I just need another one. I just need somebody else right now. But I have the Creator, and that's a beautiful thing. The next thing says, also, you must not judge others. You must not judge others. Sometimes I judge, and I don't want to be that way. Spirit says you cannot judge another person's journey if you don't want another person to judge your journey. You cannot judge others. You know, I used to teach that, oh my God, everyone should be 100% raw foodist. And Spirit said, no, you were right in December, January, February, March. Everyone should not be, doesn't have to be. Do you know how many of your people that's going to close their ears because they think it's all or nothing? This is not all or nothing for everyone else. And you don't even have to look at it all or nothing for you. You have to embrace. I said, Spirit, how do I be comfortable with being a healer? Spirit says you have to embrace that you are one. You have to embrace that you are one. That's it, I said. That's it. You keep running from being a healer. You keep hiding from being a healer. You keep changing your mind about being a healer. If you just accept it, as everyone else does, you will never have a problem again. I will send you the guides. Haven't I sent you the guides through books? Haven't I sent you the guides through gurus? Haven't I sent you the guides through teachers? I will continue to send you the guides so that you can do the work. Spirit says, why do you think you have 18.5 acres of land, you and your husband? So that you can be a deeper healer. So you can be an earth healer. And I'm not saying that the fall's going to come or the winter's going to come and I'm not going to go back to cook foods. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know. I'm saying to you, I'm working it out just like you are. I'm feeling this vibe of all this green and all this water, and this river is so powerful. I have to be a good example. And it took me this long, but Spirit told me, it says, no, look, you're about to be 50. It took you the perfect time to realize that you are an example and you have to be a great example for and to your people. And it's okay. You was a baby before. You didn't know. You were trying and you were figuring it out. You didn't understand it, but now you do. I'm a healer. I'm a healer and I accept it. And it's a beautiful thing to do. Other thing says, others don't have to do what you do. That's the biggest part. Others don't have to do what I do. If you like the aspect of me being a raw foodist, then I'll teach you about being a raw foodist. If you like the aspect of me being a vegan, including, of course, that being a raw vegan, then I'll teach you how to be a vegan. Because I've been a vegan, I've been a vegetarian, now I've been a raw vegan. If you like the aspect of, you know, being a healer, then and you need me at some point of healing, then I'll give you the healing. Again, Spirit says again, I want to read that again. Others don't have to do what you do. You don't have to be me. You don't have to emulate my life. You have to emulate the best life for you that works for you. Spirit says we set ourselves up because we can't be the 100% raw foodist, so we set ourselves up because we can't be, you know, the like our guru. You are not supposed to be a guru. A guru in itself is a divine purpose. And because you're not a guru, doesn't mean you're less than. Doesn't mean you're not going to live a healthy life. As a matter of fact, I want you, for the last 3 months, I think that message was, live your life, enjoy it, and make it work for you. But in saying that, I have to live my life and make it work for me. And I think that when I run away from the healer in me, I'm equally not living my life. I'm trying to be something else. Why Spirit said, would you go backwards when you clearly can move forward? What got you here is going to get you further because you're going to embrace who and what you are. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of not knowing. I'm tired of trying to be normal, trying to be like everyone else. I accept who and what I am. I accept it. See the next one. The next one says, but you must hold yourself to a higher standard. And I talked about that. You cannot escape your destiny. Okay, Spirit says you cannot escape your destiny. You want to try, you can run, but you can't hide. Every time I go somewhere, I remember yesterday I was in Walmart, and this woman came up to me and said, oh my God, I love your outfit, and you look like a model, and your skin is so glowing, and what do you do? And I just start laughing again. I'll get ready to go outside of Walmart, and another woman says to me, I love your style. I don't think I could see myself in that style because I don't think I could carry off like you, and you're glowing. What do you do? Every time I fast, every time I do my raw foods, somebody says, somebody that needs healing comes to me. I can tell you about my life. It has always been a series of fasting from the age of 7 years old. My mother was reading cards when we were kids. My mother taught us metaphysics. It has always been about it. And maybe I just wanted to be like everyone else because I never felt like everyone else. But guess what? When I'm like everyone else, then I don't feel like myself. We don't have to have an answer. It doesn't have to be a conclusion. You don't have to make any decisions based on this video. I'm just speaking from spirit. I'm just speaking from my heart. And the last one is, you just can't let go of 7 years. 7 good years. 7 good years. 27 years. Almost 30 years of getting better and better and better and better. Perfect the machine, Spirit says. Go to your higher, Spirit says. Be who you are, Spirit says. Love yourself, Spirit says. But keep giving those messages. Don't look at people and think that you have to be like them. Find the best life that's for you. But I have to find the best life that's for me. And maybe the life already found me. Maybe there's nothing more I have to do. But Spirit says, but embrace it. So I want you to know that I am doing an intensive. Somebody asked me what's an intensive. It is a virtual course that anybody could take around the world. And I do these live streams, and it's a 3-hour intensive once a month. And in the live streams, I take you through different kinds of courses. And so this month, April 23rd, from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am teaching an intensive. And the intensive, or the course, is a 3-hour live Facebook. It's private, and it's going to be called Fasting. I'm going to teach you how to set up your space to fast for success. I'm going to be teaching you how to do it from a spiritual perspective. And so that's only going to be $97. Also, I have my $197 training course for 6 weeks. Again, virtual live, except for actually this one may be recorded, but it's usually $497. It's only $197. It starts May 12th. This is a different one, and it's called What's for Dinner. And I'm going to bring you into my home, and I'm going to prepare raw foods because I'm still doing that right now. And my husband's going to prepare some cooked vegan meals. And we're going to invite you in, and that whole course is $97. If you are interested, if you want to know more, then keep watching. Go to the website at www.theblackberrybeauty.com and stay open. Stay open, stay open, stay open. That's all you have to do. No conclusions from me right here. Just sharing with you. Today is my 4th day of my 21-day liquid fast, and I will come to you every day and speak to you about spirit and ask you to join my next intensive fasting for $97. I love you all with all my heart, and I'm so thankful for you. Peace. Let me see if my husband can come. Let me see if he's coming, because my husband is actually working the camera. Hey, Warren. He don't see me. See, every time I call him, he's supposed to be here. I did tell him, I said, babe, don't worry. It's going to be a while. I'm going to take a while on this video. And let me just make sure while I'm doing it. Oh, my God. And the last line is, it's who you are. It's who you are. I am a healer. I am a healer. Are you a healer? I love you all. I'm so thankful, and I'll see you tomorrow. For those that don't know, my Afrocentric Home Decor channel video, I just put a new one up, so feel free to go to that channel. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern System. Peace and blessings.